if I asked, I feel like I told you this, but I didn't make like a dedicated video for this. But I was thinking like, might as well do a dedicated video for this because I think people would like to be a part of it. I'm not really sure. If you don't know, I have a podcast, particularly, it's not my podcast, it's the Family Homeless Coalition's podcast in New York City. That's whose podcast it is. I'm just the host. It was my idea and they backed me up with it. So let's be honest. And I have a team that works with me. So if you message me on Hear Our Voices, I'm not the only person who sees those DMs or even on Twitter. I'm mostly the only one on it, but there's other people who are on it, and it's beginning to be hiring more staff, so be more people checking on that kind of stuff. So, but if you want to direct message me, I'm the only person obviously who reads it. I'm not big to have people to be reading my stuff, but you know when I get bigger, I feel like I want to read my stuff anyway because it's just like, it makes sense. I'm just saying, you have to have more of that time with the people when you read it yourself, you feel me? Instead of hiring somebody to do that, but yeah. So, as you might know, I used to be homeless. So I'm a homeless activist or advocate, you might say. Not might say, that's what I am. That's what I do at this point for even a living. I do it on here, I do it out there, I do different events you might see. Videos I did recently when I went to the mayor's office. I do a lot of, what else do I do? Interviews. I try to help with policies. You're trying to get people who live the experience to help with policy and see what they might need to change in certain things for the homeless system in New York City. I mostly work around families, but I do try to help other people in different situations with homelessness. It could be singles, it could be domestic violence. Granted, I never went through those type of, even street violence, street homelessness. I haven't been through those, but I do try to give help and resources when people do ask me about these particular things. But anyway, so Hear Our Voices is mostly focused basically on families because it's the Family Homeless Coalition. And right now we're looking for families. It could be just a parent, or it could be a kid. It doesn't really matter. But we're looking for people to interview. And if you want to be interviewed and be on the podcast, get to talk to me. And we can talk about your experience, or even if you want to talk about what you're doing right now to help out the homeless community. If you are a provider, if you're a caseworker, if you're a housing specialist, things like that, if you do that as a profession, we would like to interview you too. So if you have any hands in the homeless field and want to tell your side of the story, we'd definitely love to have you on the podcast anytime. You can comment down below, or you can go to, I want to say, nychearourvoices@gmail.com. I will put the right information down below because honestly, I am not good with the other handles if it's not my own. Even for Twitter, I be slow on that, and that's my own thing, my own personal Twitter. So don't come for me, all right? So if I remember, I'll put it down in the description below, and you'll be able to contact me there. But if you do want to be on the podcast, Hear Our Voices. It's on Spotify, it's on Anchor, it's on Apple Podcasts, it's on other platforms, but I think it's like the three main ones that's like what's on. I'm on radio, iRadio, or something like that. Radio is on there also. So guys, go check it out if you want to be a part of it. And somebody's WhatsApping me right now. And comment down below or DM me, and I will see if your story works. And yeah, it's always good to get stories out there. Also, if you don't know, we do things about resources. So I said caseworkers or anything like that. So a lot of people are out there who are listening or just coming by it. They might not know how to get to certain resources, and sometimes people in shelter don't. Sometimes they don't even know, or they don't know how to go about it. So try to give resources to people who need the help, because it's better to help in this instead of just keeping the information for yourself and not helping anybody else. So it's always good to help other people. So if you're that person who's listening, or if you know somebody, if you could just share this out. Also, I'm also trying to build my platform on YouTube, so if you want to share my stuff and subscribe, that would be great too. So see y'all in the next one. Bye.